the Golden Square, Freedom Park, which is in Bridgetown. Now we're gonna walk over to the Golden Square, Freedom Park, which is on the site of the former National Insurance Scheme building. So this is the Fairchild Street bus terminal here with the vendor booth. There's a sign here that says Golden Square, Freedom Park. So this is the site of the former National Insurance Scheme building, which is now the Golden Square, Freedom Park. This is the former Barbados National Bank, which is now Republic Bank head office. Square, Freedom Park. And this is a game of Bridgetown Road tennis here. Yes guys, this is the site of the former National Insurance Scheme building, which was demolished in February of 2020. Game of Bridgetown Road tennis. So this is Fairchild Street bus terminal, and in the background we can see the Central Bank of Barbados, which is best referred to as the Tom Adams Financial Center, and you can see the former Barbados Revenue Authority building, and this is the Republic Bank head office, which was once the Barbados National Bank. And this is Probin Street here, where the mini buses for Silver Hill, Gore Hill, and Newton. The yellow buses was a blue stripe. They used to load right here. And the fire station, known as the Barbados Fire Brigade, and the temporary location of the Fairchild Street Market was also here. And this is the history of the Plaza cinema here. This board here says at this site was one of the last cinemas, the Plaza, operating in the city from 1950 until the early 1990s. The Plaza was an important part of a growing group of cinemas, providing entertainment for Barbadians. In the latter part of the century, located opposite one of the key transportation hubs in the city, it was easily accessible. The Plaza was partially destroyed by fire in 1992, and it was later demolished and land used for expansion of the Barbados Fire Service headquarters and to relocate the Fairchild Street Market. The board showing the Plaza, and this is the former Empire Cinema and Theater here, which ceased operation sometime in the 1980s or the early 1990s. I think this is what it is called, the Plaza, but I know it was referred to as the Empire Theater. This is the Golden Square, Freedom Park. This is in Bridgetown. So this is what the Golden Square, Freedom Park looks like, which was the former National Insurance Scheme building and the Barbados Fire Service, which was demolished in February of 2020. the mural graphic here on the walls here. You can cross the Nelson Street. This is Nelson Street, which is another district in the city. You can see the Untitled Towers in the background, which is a housing development. And Lower Bay Street. The mural graphic here on the wall, looking back to the Public Bank head office. And this park is dedicated to the very excellent Clement Osborne, who was a national hero of Barbados. This is his picture here. Born 1904 and died in 1941. I don't know what they think that this is all jealousy window or something. This is how the houses used to look back in the day. This looks like an old carrot wheel or something. Yes, this is Nelson Street here, which is a village in the city. Nelson Street. And this is a donkey cart here. And this is a windmill. Mostly the Morgan Lewis windmill. And this is how the houses used to stir back in the days. Or kerosene oil lamp. This is the 1937 memorial wall. The board says this wall commemorates those Barbadians who lost their lives during the labor unrest of 1937. It represents those who died on that day and others who died later of their injuries after 4 days of labor unrest. These persons gave and had their lives taken because they asked for equal treatment in a society that was systematically racist, refusing to change its legal, labor, and political and economic policy for over 100 years since the emancipation in 1838. In knowing their names, we honor their sacrifice in the development of our country. This is the fort of Clement Osborne, who the park is dedicated to, who is the national hero of Barbados, born 1904 and died in 1940. He was born in Trinidad to Barbadian parents. This is the statue here of Sir Clement Osborne, who is the national hero of Barbados. And this is the statue of Clement Osborne Payne. His slogan was educate, speak, agitate, don't violate. And this tablet here says the Right Excellent Clement Osborne Payne, 1904 to 1941, National Hero of Barbados. He preached the gospel of self-respect and organization to an oppressed people who were inspired to act of his heroic resistance by his indomitable spirit. He was one of the catalysts of the social and political revolution that gave rise to modern Barbados. The statue of Sir Clement Osborne Payne, who is the National Hero of Barbados, and this is who the park is dedicated to. And back to Nelson Street on Fairchild Street. This area is just behind Fairchild Street bus terminal. So this is Nelson Street here. This is a little road alley, a little alley that will take you back to Fairchild Street bus terminal. And this will take you back to Nelson Street. So this is the Golden Square, Freedom Park. And this other board here says Golden Square and Labor Unrest. It is from this area that the 1937 labor unrest started. The legacy of the unrest was the legalization and development of trade unions and a drive for greater self-government. This ultimately resulted in the granting of universal adult suffrage and the emergence of political parties and independence in 1966. Golden Square is seen as the catalyst for the development of modern Barbados. This Freedom Park represents what is possible when persons unite and stand up for their rights and social justice. It is a space for remembrance, celebration, and commemoration of those who sacrificed so that we may have a better life. It is also the space in which we must recognize that the fight for social justice continues, and we are part of that legacy. This is the Golden Square, Freedom Park. And this is the refilling station. This is the Golden Square, Freedom Park, which is in Bridgetown, Barbados. Then back to Nelson Street, and the statue of Clement Osborne Payne, who is the National Hero of Barbados. The Barbados Fire Service Tower. The Barbados Fire Brigade building was opened in 1955 in tandem with the separation of the fire and police force departments and the appointment of a chief fire officer. In 1960, the service was renamed the Barbados Fire Service, and in 1979, admitting the first female officers. Like the National Insurance Building, the headquarters was demolished in February 2020. The tower is made of limestone and concrete brick and is 100 feet high. It served as a training area for officers to simulate high-rise fires in the city. But this is what the Golden Square, Freedom Park in Bridgetown looks like. Welcome back to the Central Bank of Barbados and the Fairchurch Street bus terminal. So this is to the west, this is to the southern end of Bridgetown. All Golden Square Freedom Park. Another looking back at the world tennis, Brigade world tennis. You can even see the Bethel Methodist Church over here as well. Again, the Empire Cinema, which is now abandoned or no longer in use. And this is the Republic Bank head office, which is the head office which was once the Barbados National Bank. Back up Fairchurch Street to the traffic light. This is the Fairchurch Street bus terminal, and this is the Republic Bank head office. And these are the vendor booths outside of Fairchurch Street bus terminal. Look at the Golden Square Freedom Park in Bridgetown, Barbados. Once again, thanks for watching and have a blessed night.